Here we have the stock market update for SOUNDHOUND AI Incorporated, stock ticker SOUN. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we're looking at here is the hourly time frame. Each candle on this price chart represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see here, there have been some very significant price movements here to start the week. Ultimately, what we're now looking at is a very important break of a key resistance zone. So in this video, we will be looking at some of these important price levels and some of the most critical support and resistance areas so that hopefully traders can identify some profitable trading strategies for this stock going forward. So as we can see here, this prior resistance level that we have been watching here came in right around 505 to 515. For that reason, I would be comfortable calling this or referring to this area as really a double top area, or sort of even a triple top area, really, coming in right around $5.10. So we can sort of average these numbers a bit here because this is a region that has now been tested, on at least 3 different occasions. I mean, you could possibly even say 4 if you look at two of these price tests back here. So this movement higher here has been significant. This does suggest now that this longer term trading range here has now completed itself. We're starting to see some hourly closes here up in this area. And the ideal situation here would be if the share price itself is able to close above that 515 mark on the daily basis. So that would be the preferable outcome here. Overall, this does look like a very strong price movement. I mean, this does look like a fairly decisive move. So I don't know if we're really at risk here for a false breakout to the downside. One factor that should be watched is the indicator reading on the hourly time frame, because as we can see here, there's a fairly steep slope that is showing on the momentum reading. It is positive and it's still valid and active, but it is quite drastic here. This is a bit of a strong slope on this trend line here. So it does become very easy to break that type of trend line. Currently, what we're looking at is an overbought reading in the indicator, and at the height here, we did see share prices actually move right around 83.50 in the relative strength index reading. So that would be considered to be heavily overbought. That would be considered to be, nearly an extreme reading. I mean, 90 sort of becomes an extreme reading, but anything above 70 is referred to as being overbought. And that is the condition that we're looking at right now. So it wouldn't be totally surprising to see share prices start to roll over out of this overbought territory. The real question is just how far, if we do see that rollover period and we do see a pullback, how far do we extend to the downside? So currently we can start to, sort of eliminate some of these prior support zones, because what we're going to need to start to look at here is a Fibonacci analysis of this new trending move here. So what we're really looking at here is this price movement that stems from roughly, be right around 455 to these recent highs, which came in. Let's get an exact number here. We can see 542 at these highs here, so I'll just write that in here. So what we're looking at here is this trending move, this upward trending move here. And if we were to start to see a pullback to the downside, the key level that I would really be watching first does come in at that 38.2% Fibonacci retracement, which would be right around 510 coincidentally. Yeah, so that's an interesting level because, as we said here, this was really what we're kind of using that price level to define this triple top or possibly even quadruple top. This was a very significant price level here previously. So if we just sort of extend this trend line here, what we can see is that this now falls in line with the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement zone. So that is interesting because it sort of suggests that share prices should start to develop some support there, and that would be a major development here if we could see an upward price movement, because that would then suggest that this range has been broken and then retested from the top side. So the best case scenario here would be really to see a bit of a decline here, a bit of a pullback into around 510 Currently, we're looking at share prices around 530. So if we did see a drop of about 20 cents or so, that would really give us an opportunity to sort of solidify whether or not this ultimate trend break here was the real thing. The only thing that concerns me at the moment would be the slope of the relative strength index reading. I mean, it does look fairly drastic, and then at the same time, we're probably going to be rolling over out of overbought territory here relatively soon. So, those are just a couple of things that should be watched here, because if we start to move lower, roll over out of out of overbought territory, we really do need to see share prices kind of find support right around this 510 level, at least maintain that $5 handle, because then if we can start to see a bounce higher, then we can start to target these upper price levels. One other factor that needs to be noted here is that, the main kind of dangerous resistance level that I've been watching for this stock comes in at 550. There are a few reasons that this is important. And as we can see here, we sort of failed a bit, or at least we're starting to stall a bit in anticipation of that level. So currently these price highs are coming in at 542. So, we're sort of stalling a bit here right into that 550 level. And for me, this is kind of the real, the true level to be watching, because what this level represents is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of that major rally from roughly 382 to 645. It's also a double top resistance area, as we can see here. We can sort of drill in here a bit. And we can see that this area clearly was tested on two separate occasions. We saw prices fail there into roughly 430, and then sort of form this range into roughly 510. So now that we have broken through that 510 trading range resistance area, this next level to watch here, the next major line in the sand here, is this 550 area. I do think that if this area does break at 550, that would be a highly bullish event in my view, because I think that then you have to, at the very least, you have to start looking at 590, which would be the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement of this prior trending move. There's a little bit of historical resistance there as well, so that's a bit of a significant area. But for me, the real issue here is this 550 zone. And it does look like that is now the main target, now that this 510 range, sideways trading range, has been broken to the top side. So here's the current stock market update for SOUNDHOUND AI, stock ticker SOUN. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.